After the excitement of the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500, the 2022 NTT IndyCar Series continues on to Detroit on the Belle Isle street circuit for the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. The Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix ran from June 3 to June 5, 2022. This is race 7 of 17. This is the final race on the Belle Isle street circuit, as next year they plan to hold the Detroit Grand Prix in downtown Detroit. Before the race, there have been some announcements of drivers moving or extending their contracts with teams, which we'll start with before the Indy 500. Pato O'Ward announced that he extended his contract with McLaren through 2025. Then after the Indy 500 and before the Detroit Grand Prix, Andretti Autosport announced that Kyle Kirkwood would be replacing Alexander Rossi, taking over the number 27 car, with his sponsor being AutoNation. With the announcement of Kirkwood replacing Rossi at Andretti Autosport, where does Alexander Rossi go? And then days later, Alexander Rossi announced he will be racing with McLaren for the 2023 season. Now another question I have is that where will Felix Rosenqvist go? Or is Felix Rosenqvist going to stay and McLaren will just have a third driver to their team? Hopefully we'll find out in the near future. Then it was the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. Joseph Newgarden would win pole position. At the start of the race, Joseph Newgarden would get a good lead over the field. He started on the softer alternate tires. Although with what teams have noticed with the alternate softer tires is that it loses grip rather quickly. Alexander Rossi would do the strategy where he would use the alternate soft tires quickly and then switch to the primary tires for the rest of his stints. Those drivers that started on the primary hard compound tires would catch up to Joseph Newgarden, with Will Power leading that pack of drivers. This race was fairly clean and it would go caution free. There were some incidences on track, but not enough to cause a yellow flag period. There was also threats of rain, which it did not saturate the track, not warranting drivers to go onto rain tires. Will Power led the majority of the race. His first two stints were on the hard compound tires, and then his final stint was on the softer compound tire. Alexander Rossi, who started mid-pack, would work his way up the field to second with his final stint on the hard compound tires. In the final laps, Will Power started to lose grip on the softer compound tires, where Alexander Rossi in second was catching him. But it was a big enough gap, as in the final lap, Alexander Rossi was closing in up to a second behind Will Power, but Will Power managed those tires enough to last him to win the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix, the final race at the Belle Isle Street Circuit. To complete the podium, again, Alexander Rossi finished 1 second behind Will Power, and Scott Dixon finished in third. The championship standings after race 7 of 17 sees Will Power move back on top of the championship points standings with 255 points. Marcus Ericsson would drop down to second, and Alexander Rossi's second place finish jumps him up to 7th in the championship. The next race of the season is this weekend at Road America for the Sancio Grand Prix at Road America, with the race being on Sunday, June 12th, 2022. All practice and qualifying sessions can be seen live on the Peacock streaming service, with the race airing on your local NBC affiliate and can also be seen live on the Peacock streaming service. This is becoming a very exciting season. When I thought Team Penske and Joseph Newgarden would outright dominate that season, it seems like that is not the case. It's once again a whole mix of drivers vying for the championship at the end of the season. Thank you for watching my recap of the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. Please check out more of my variety of videos on the Spellgo YouTube channel. And as always, thank you for watching.